It's Friday.
Friday. You remember that song? Hello, everyone.
Yes, hi, everybody.
I'm Steve.
And I'm Mark.
And this is SmokeySteveAndMarc.
Yes, it is.
Welcome back.
It's Friday.
Yes,
Thank God.
Is. This felt like 2 weeks.
It did.
It didn't feel like 1 week.
It did.
It's been 2 weeks since the weekend.
I have to say, it felt like a long week. Let me tell you, it
Yeah.
really did. It did. I don't know why. But we have a great video for you tonight. We
do.
We are going to have some Friday night chit-chat.
Yeah, just catch up a little bit.
Yeah. And then we're going to
tour the indoor garden.
I know. We've had a lot of people ask about the plants in the bathroom.
I've mentioned in the past that it's like the Hanging Gardens of Babylon in there.
It's not at all. I
Now,
wish it was.
Yeah.
I wish I had more room.
We'll let you be the judge. But how about those slides at the beginning?
The slides. Did you like the slides? That's the Dolly. That's the hashtag Dolly Parton challenge.
Yeah.
It's trending now. Still, I mean, Dolly Parton she is bigger than she's ever been. Like I
know.
What an icon. But anyway, she started the Dolly Parton challenge. I think it started on Twitter. And boom, like everyone started doing it. So I thought we had to do that too. So we posted it to our Facebook page. But I thought there might be some people who don't check out our Facebook page. So I put it at the beginning.
So you got it here.
I did.
Now, just for the sake of clarification, Mark did his first.
I did.
And then proposed to do one for me.
Well,
and
everyone wanted you to do it. Let's be honest.
Well, yeah. And I'm bashful. So the Tinder picture.
You are actually.
Yeah, I am. I think, did you pull that from a thumbnail? My first vlog from when I rebranded myself. I did.
That was a while ago. Yeah.
I did in the shower.
Yeah.
I just turned the camera on, said hello, and then got in the shower and talked because I'm so creative. So
that's actually pretty. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah,
I like that.
Somebody commented like, "You can't see you a lot." I'm like, duh.
That was the point of it.
That was the artistic part of it. You know. So you pulled the thumbnail from that, I think, and used it because that's already out there. I didn't have to expose any more of myself. So. Right. I thought it worked out well.
It did. I think it's a lot of fun.
My mom liked it.
That's cool.
On Facebook.
Yeah.
So.
It is a lot of fun. You guys need to do it. And if you do, post it on our Facebook page. We'd love to put it out there. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a reason to dig through old pictures.
It was.
To go through your phone and be like, what would go where, and you know.
And there's a lot of celebrities that are doing it too. It's hysterical. If you just go into Facebook or Twitter and do hashtag Dolly Parton challenge, they all come up. It's so funny.
And there's some people.
What a brilliant idea.
There's some folks I've seen that are like very superior about it and are like, it's 4 of the same pictures.
It's exactly 4 of the same.
Because I'm me in every situation.
Yeah.
Well, bravo for you.
It's meant to be fun.
It's meant to be a joke. It's meant to, don't take yourself so damn seriously.
I know.
But at any rate, I'm one to say that. I take myself too seriously often enough.
I'm gonna make one of Bandit now.
I know. But
there are pet ones out there. It's funny.
Bandit's very photogenic.
Yeah, he is. He is a photogenic kitty. Yeah, he is.
He has giant eyes, and he doesn't mind being photographed. So
no, he doesn't.
We'll make one for him.
But that was fun. So yeah, get on it, do it, and share it with us. I would love to see some of you do that.
Yeah,
I would. Oh man. But anyway, so what's new in your world?
Oh gosh, it was like I said, it was just such a long week. I started some new job responsibilities this week as patient advocate at a state mental hospital. Mm-hmm. That's about as draining as it sounds. Pretty much. Flattered that I have the set of master keys to an institution, though. Mm-hmm. How nice is that?
That's kind of cool.
They would have locked me under it about 10 years ago.
Yeah, right. And it's like a spooky old state hospital. It's like what you think an old state hospital would like kind of be. It's real spooky.
The main building is like that old Kirkbride with the big door, and you open it, and that's the admin building now. And then there's all these cottages. The hospital used to hold about 2,000 people. Yeah, it was pretty big. And then due to downsizing and deinstitutionalization, there's about 160 people there now.
Wow, that's
spread over 6 wards. Mm-hmm. So 20-some people on each one.
Yeah.
But it's not that scary. If you've ever been to like an inpatient psych unit before or visited someone, it's just like that, except there's 6 of them. Mm-hmm. No biggie.
I just think it's it's old. It looks creepy to begin with because of the way it looks, and everything.
Yeah.
But then there's a lot of abandoned buildings too on
and
the
then
campus,
there's stories, and I think there's tunnels too.
Tunnels that connect them.
I begged for a tour. I was like, who knows if there's tunnels, and if there are, who's taking me?
Yeah.
I couldn't get a straight answer out of anybody, and certainly no one who volunteered to take me down there. But
like, are some of the I don't know if it's like the restrooms, are some of them like back in the day?
Some of them are old school. Some of the buildings
really?
never were renovated because they were never going to be reused.
Yeah.
So I was in a training one time on restraint training of how to hold somebody in case they're going to fall.
Yeah.
So, or freak out, one or the other. And I had to use the restroom and go around the corner. All the old tiles, all the old... It was like the bathrooms in American Horror Story.
Yeah,
it was
that's so cool.
It was like, I'm not in a hospital, I'm in an asylum.
And at one time, it was completely self-sustaining, right?
Yeah, they had a farm, they had a garden, they could eat, there was all the old stuff. They had their own, electric plant there, too.
Wow, no way.
Probably... I don't want to say probably a cemetery, but they're finding in a lot of state institutions that there's unmarked graves outside where people were buried, like a Potter's Field type thing.
Yeah.
So, which lends to more ghosts.
Yeah, ghosts.
And there's an allegedly haunted building there too. Of course, I never get to go.
There's an auditorium too, right?
They have an auditorium with a full stage,
that's really cool.
Basketball court. So there's plenty to do if they take advantage of it.
Yeah.
So there was that, and then today I was just in the office, and then at our recovery center, and it was just a long week.
Yeah.
And I'm glad to be home.
Yeah.
And I'm glad to see you, and I'm glad to see you guys.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
I'm glad it's Friday.
I'm very glad it's
getting
Friday.
run down this week, and nothing really new happened to me. It was just a normal week for me, but it seemed, well, we were very busy, and it seemed...
You had a couple rough days.
We did. We had... This is now where all the holiday stuff catches up, the month later appointments. A lot of our folks have appointments once a month.
Yeah.
On scheduled like that. And so we had to switch it all around for Christmas because we were closed a lot. And now we're getting the overflow from that. So it was kind of busy, and I wasn't feeling up to par several days this week, and I'm all freaked out. Part of, the joy of having, autoimmune diseases like rheumatoid arthritis is the your skin irritations, and I wasn't lucky enough to experience this until now, but well, I did, but
you've come a long way, baby.
I know it goes away. It's not. There are people that have it a lot worse, but since I'm just experiencing it, it's I don't know if you can see, but it's just a little red mark, and there's one there.
Yeah, they just pop up.
They kind of pop up. And but I don't need medication. It goes away. So, but if it gets worse, there is medication for it. So.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things that's kind of I'm self-conscious about.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't like it. But other than that, everything's been pretty much the same.
Yeah.
There was not really too much to report.
I didn't do a lot of fun activities. I didn't cook really.
No, it was not one of those weeks.
It wasn't the kind of week where in the evening you're doing something. It was either I'm too tired or I don't want to. Yeah, I barely even caught up on some channels. Tomorrow's coffee talk. I'm so behind on Chantal because she's back now.
She's back.
So the Daily Chantal is back. So I got to catch up on her.
Oh, you have this evening and tomorrow, and
I do, and you love watching her, don't you?
I do.
I always write down Mark's out of the room comments when I'm making my notes. He'll be out in the other room and he'll be like, "That's because," she'll say anything, and Mark will be like, "That's because she da 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 da." I write it in the margins and then read it when you're not here. Because usually you go out when I'm filming.
Yeah, I try to.
I can't film alone if you're in the house. It's too uncomfortable for some reason. So.
I don't mind when you're here. If I'm doing a serious video, I'm I'm nervous enough whenever we start filming, but if you're here, it's kind of well, Mondays with Mark are usually here because you're helping me film, so I don't really feel that way.
I don't know. It's kind of there's nothing I'd say on camera I wouldn't say in front of you.
Well, no, but it's different when someone's right there, no matter who it is,
Mm-hmm.
But I've gotten a lot more comfortable now,
Yeah, you have.
I still get nervous. Prior to doing a live, that's when I still gotta work it out.
You want a little behind the scenes? Every live, Mark doesn't want to do. Every live. The next live, he'll tell you he was excited to do. He wasn't. I don't care what he tells you in the first 3 minutes. By the end, he doesn't want to stop.
I know.
He doesn't want to stop by the end.
It's like that every time.
It's just it's the nerves. It's a lot of it's the nerves. It's not talking to people. It's not antisocial stuff. It's just, well, you're live on camera.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Stuff can happen.
I don't know. Well, we'll see what happens with that. I'll get more comfortable eventually. It's been a year?
Yeah. Hey, it took 4.5 for the cat to come near me.
What? So, that's true, and now he follows you everywhere.
Speaking of cats, we have news. We have news.
We do.
Now, who wants to go first? Because I thought I had news, and I almost texted you, and then you had real news.
I did have real news, yeah.
Okay, so I'm walking home from work. It's about a 4-block walk. And I'm coming down the street, and I'm listening to Lady Gaga, and I'm dancing in my head. And I look over, and I see a cat. And I think it looks a little like Oscar. But not exactly. Maybe a little bigger. And I look at the cat, and I'm feeling, whatever. I was like, Oscar? And it meowed, but I could have said anything, because cats are cats.
Yeah.
I just kept walking. I was going to get home and text you and be like, oh my god, I think I found... Not seriously, but I think I found Oscar. And he's on the other side of a 4-lane street from us. So I come home, I don't say anything, and I really forgot about it. And then you get home.
And I came home for lunch today, and I pulled in the driveway, and what do I see? Like a little monkey coming down, up over the fence and down. It was Oscar.
Yeah.
He came running over up to the car and said hello. I'm like, where have you? Oh my gosh!
He's back in the neighborhood. He's back. He's back in our neighborhood.
He must have escaped.
Yeah.
He looks all like he grew up, too. He looks like he's now, like a teenager now.
Scattered pictures.
I know. And then when I came home from working at dinner, regular time, he came and said hello again. So I gave him a treat.
So either somebody took him in and then he ran away.
Yeah.
Or he's just been feral in different places. And
I don't know. He looks great. Like, he looks...
No collar.
No, still no collar. But he looks fine. Like, he's all happy. He's
it's
like, what's
still
up?
Only, like, January, February, though. He's got a lot of winter left to live through.
He does. So. What I'm assuming happened, I saw him go, I think somebody took him in, like, across the way there. And he seemed really happy. I visited him one time. So, either he escaped, or maybe they just keep him as, like, an outdoor, like an indoor-outdoor.
Yeah.
Because he was inside, eating. And, so, I don't know. But anyway, he came over for a visit. It was nice to see him. So we'll see if he stays or if he goes back home. I'm not sure yet. But I'm on the prowl. I'll be like following him.
You're like leaving a trail of food right up to the door.
Because part of it was I was jealous. Part of it was like, I don't know if I want you in that home.
Yeah. I don't know these people, but I hate them.
It's crazy. But anyway, so there's an Oscar update. And for those of you who don't know who Oscar is, because some people may not know.
It's a cat.
It's a kitty. He's a white and has little black on him, and he came at the beginning of last summer when I was starting the garden, and he became my gardening buddy every single day, all day. He was there all the time. We would talk, we'd garden together, play, like all the way up until
it was fall,
and then he disappeared, and we were like, oh man. We don't know.
Either he passed away
happened.
Or somebody took him in, maybe.
Yeah, so. and then I went over and saw where he went. So anyway, that's your Oscar update.
Yeah. And speaking of all things living.
Yeah.
You want to take a trip to the bathroom?
Would you like to take a trip to the bathroom?
That's where the hanging gardens are.
It's not a hanging gardens. They're on...
You gotta see. The lights in there are like, what are they, purple?
They're grow lights.
My parents came in, and one of them needed to use the restroom, and they were like, they were dropping the names of like old clubs when they were in there. They were like, look at it, because the bathroom's purple. So,
all right,
let's take a stroll.
We'll go look at it.
It's very
promise you. I know people have been asking about it.
I know,
and
it's very proud
it's been so long, but all right, let's go.
All right,
and it's club.
And this is the disco lighting.
NSSAM.
Yes.
Yeah, these are grow lights. They're the new LED grow lights.
I'm gonna turn the real
and they are a funky color. The old grow lights were like regular lights. But the new ones they have this purple hue to it, but they work really good. So anyway, you've met Fernando before.
Yes, this is Fernando.
And when I first got Fernando, he was this big, like literally this big. And he's been doing very, very well. In fact, I don't know if you can see these or not, but these are blooms. He's a parlor palm. And before getting him, I never realized that parlor palms bloomed, you know, but they do. And I don't understand it, but he has 9 blooms on him. Like, there's one. Now, this is how they start off. They're all, like, plain like that. And then they, you know, you really can't see it, but here's a really nice one. And that's right before, that's a full bloom. And what happens is these little balls, they pop. They, like, pop, and they fall off. And then that's how they grow. Now, it can take up to a year for a seed to germinate. But I'm collecting some. I got some here. I just set this underneath so they fall in it. And I'm going to attempt to do it. Why not, you know?
Might as well.
So this year I let the seeds go right down in there, and I'm keeping it moist. And so we'll see what happens. But look, he has all these new prawns on him, too. Look. All this new growth, and it's the middle of winter.
Yeah.
So these grow lights really work well. I mean, I would say they're $6 at Walmart too. I was a little skeptical, but they're good. And this.
That's bigger than it was 2 days ago.
Do you remember I showed this in a video? I got the little bulb on clearance at Giant for $1. It was this is an amaryllis. And the bulb is about that big. And all it had on it was like this little piece down here. And this was 10 days. Let's see. This was 10 days ago. It was it did this. So I'll keep you guys updated. The blooms, if you've never had one of these, they're huge. And they're just so vibrant. And they're just wonderful.
What's it called again?
An amaryllis.
Amaryllis.
And I'm going to... then put it out in the garden. It will come back every year. But most people get them at Christmas time, and then they bloom once and they throw them away. But they absolutely can be put in the garden. So this is the little stand here. I'm getting ready to do my seeds for the garden. But people were asking about these. I'll show you. Look how they've really grown a lot. I don't know if you can see up here, but they started off with just one tiny little piece. And I just stuck them in there, kept watering, and now they're all coming back. This is a Christmas cactus, by the way. So I'm doing that. And then this, to show you, this here, that is a seed that fell off of my plant up here, which I have to find the name for. I rescued him from Walmart. He was dying, and I got him for 97 cents. And he just exploded like that. And then he bloomed, and then the seeds fell, and that's what grew. So this will be the first time that I've ever grown a house plant from a seed. So we'll see. We'll see how it turns out. But these are going to be gifts for everybody. These are all from the mother plant, which is this. He used to be extremely full and extremely big. And then we had an accident. He fell, and everything broke off of him. So... that's how all of these started. And they were all tiny little pieces. But anyway, I'm talking too much.
This plant's pretty old, too,
yes,
right?
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is from your mom.
Yeah, and that was from my grandmother.
And from her grandmother.
And she died in the mid-90s.
And you remember this when you were a kid, this plant. Yeah, so I thought it would be real nice to make all these up and then give them to you, your brothers, your sisters, and back to your mom.
The plant lives on.
Yes, the plant lives on. So that's it. I have a little wandering Jew here, and... But anyway, what I wanted to show you was this is also a grow light here that I got on Amazon. It has 3 of these bars here, here, and here. And as you can see, they're on, you can move them around. So you can raise them up, put them down, whatever. I taped them right to this little shelf that I got. And it has different settings for different things. If you're seeding some things from seeds, you can do that color. Then it has just that color, and then it has both for the full sun effect. It works so good. You can tell. See how they're growing. It works really well. If anyone's interested, I'll let you know. It was $13 on Amazon. I would recommend it. So anyway, I'm getting ready to plant seeds for the garden. And this thing here, look, see, I have all there's my mister, and my little garden tools. Gosh, this is so kind of embarrassing to show all this. But anyway, and this was, your dad made this for us.
Yeah.
Inside is Bandit's
litter
box, and then this shelf is for my gardening stuff, and I have all this stuff ready for the seed starting. You should be thinking about this now. They have all this at the dollar store. You get your seed starting kits, and they even have the seed starting soil. This soil is so great, and it's only $1 at the dollar store. Now I got 6 of them because I plant a lot. And then these are for bigger plants, you know, and then and then these are going to go on the shelves here. And then, like, I can raise the lights as they get bigger. Remember the mistake, for those of you who've been watching for quite some time, the mistake I made last year was I didn't have a light that could raise and lower. I did it totally wrong, so they got all wiry and it didn't work out. So anyway, we're set for this year. And another good thing for seeds, save all your yogurt containers, or these are applesauce containers. These make perfect seed starters. They really do. So, you know, I'm getting ready for the growing season. And I think this is a fabulous idea. Your dad is like a master craftsman.
Oh yeah, that was custom too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that was just a little tour of our bathroom garden.
The hanging gardens.
I would have more if I had more room. Actually, I'm thinking about
taking a wall out,
doing this whole place with shelving. Now that I know the grow lights work as well as they do, gosh, sky's the limit.
I'll just shower at work.
Yes.
Why not?
Yeah, why not? So, all right. Well, anyway, I'm glad I kind of updated you on the plant situation.
Well, thank you, Mark.
You're welcome.
Okay.
All right. So
that's the plans.
That was the plans.
Yeah.
I think it's freezing. I put my it's so cold.
The bathroom's chilly.
Yeah, a little bit. I do have the heat on very, very low in there, so the plants have a good atmosphere. And then the showers, the steam works really well. But it's time to start thinking about gardening. I am.
Yeah.
I don't want to miss the beat. I mean, you could miss planting seeds like by 2 weeks and then be all off for the whole season, you know?
Oh God, it really is so sensitive.
Wow. Yeah. But anyway, I think we talked your ears off. Oh, but I did want to say, remember, 2 days left to enter our giveaway. I'm excited. And you have good odds, too. We only have about a handful for each team in the giveaway. To enter, all you have to do is well, I guess because this is a video, you should send us an email. Send us an email at SmokeySteveAndMarc@yahoo.com with your prediction of who's going to win the Super Bowl. And then for all for the team that does win, all the people who chose the winning team, all those people will be put in a basket, and we're going to draw the winner live on Mondays with Mark, and they win a $25 NFL shop gift card and a Redbox movie rental code.
Good stuff.
So get your entries in. 2 days to go.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, I like that high note. You want to wrap it up?
Yes.
Well, thank you all for watching.
Yeah.
And watching the plants. Please do subscribe, hit the like button. You can follow Mark and I on Facebook at SmokeySteveAndMarc or on Instagram at SmokeySteveAndMarc. Our email address and contact info is all listed below, so you can enter the contest.
Yes.
Thank you for watching, and I will catch up with you tomorrow for Coffee Talk.
Oh, yes.
Now we have some footage to review, so it should be a little more interesting.
Yeah, that's true. And we have an interesting evening watching the videos.
Oh, yeah, you love it.
I do.
You'll love it.
Maybe I'll cook something.
That would be nice for a change.
Anyway, thank you so much. It was fantastic spending time with you. Happy Friday, everybody. Have a great, great weekend. And remember, stay positive. Ciao.